I've got to say, I thought the performance of the players today and the composure they showed against an outstanding Manchester City team was incredible, really. I thought that we totally dominated the first half. 2-0 up and could have had more goals in the game. Our intensity of our pressing and the energy that we had to get the ball back, and then the quality that we shown with the ball was terrific. So, but we expected them to come back into it at some stage, and obviously the second half they started quite well. We probably, for the first goal, let them out too easy. We had them sort of in that defensive block on the side of the field. They get out and then they work the ball well and end up getting a good goal. And of course at 2-1 then it gives them a little bit momentum. So probably that first 15 minutes of the second half we had to dig in a wee bit. But then after that we changed it around a bit again to block the sides but to keep our attacking intent. And we end up getting an outstanding goal from young Philippe Coutinho. So an incredible performance, brilliant victory, and as I said, shows the spirit and the quality in the team.
Does it show the resolve that you need to be where you are on the table?
Yeah, I think it's clear that we have that. I think we've shown throughout this last year that mentality and focus in the team. And like you say, we don't get down easy now. I think when I first came in, there was difficult moments because we were trying to play a game of high pressing and possession. And there was maybe too much to cope with early on, but now you see the team, they can cope when they go down, and rather than maybe at the beginning of my time here they may have crumbled under a little bit of pressure. I think we now embrace it and we see it as part of the game.
It's obviously a day of such high emotion at Anfield as well. Were you ever concerned that would have an effect physically on the players?
Never. I think it's something that was asked to me in the press during the week, and I just felt it was inspired. The Hillsborough and the remembrance of the Hillsborough victims, I think it's very significant for people. The 25th anniversary around the world is significant, of course, and for us it is, but we live with it every day of our life. We never forget the families and the victims of Hillsborough, so it's something that is a part of us every single day, and we knew the best thing we could do in their remembrance was to get a victory in a big game. And then we'll show the other side on Tuesday here at Hillsborough for that memorial service. So I just felt that the players were very concentrated on playing well, performing well, showing quality, and hopefully we could get a result.
That's especially true, that connection with Steven Gerrard. We saw his emotion at the full-time whistle, and we also saw the way that he drew the players together. I don't know if you've seen pictures of that. Is that a real captain at work?
I haven't seen the pictures, no, but what I know is that he's an outstanding leader. His status of the game is well earned. He's a world-class football player, but he's a world-class man, and in my time here he's been such an inspirational captain. He's bought into the ideas of how we wanted to work, and as I said, he's a real inspiration for the team, and as I said, he really drives them on every single day, not just in games. So he sets the standard for the players in terms of preparing himself and getting himself ready for games, and you see today he's still got that immense quality and a totally world-class player and an even better person.
Can you tell us what the news is on Daniel Sturridge? Looked a pretty nasty injury the way he was hobbling afterwards.
Yeah, he's felt a sort of strain on his hamstring, but we'll not know until we get that assessed and get it scanned. And
in a game with so many decisions going for you, against you, Manuel Pellegrini says he's got no complaints. What's your feeling overall? Anything to take issue with?
No, I think in a game of this level, in this competition, there's always going to be incidents. I thought Mark Clattenburg was excellent. I thought he called these decisions really well. There was maybe some that you might have thought went with you or against you, but I thought overall he called them all well. I was disappointed for Jordan, because anyone who knows Jordan, he's just overran it on his touch, and if you see it, he's actually got the top of the ball. He's just stretching. It's very, very late in the game. He's not a malicious player. He's not a player that goes in with any intent to hurt anyone, and unfortunately he's got a red card for it. So that's my only disappointment of the day, because he's been absolutely brilliant for us. And as I said, unfortunately, he'll hopefully only miss one game. Now,
the story doesn't end today. There are a few twists to come, but you're still leading the way. I'm not going to get you to say that you can win the league, am I?
No, you won't, no, because it's not in the thinking. It's not in the thinking. The thinking is to enjoy this victory, because it was an excellent performance. We get a tough game at Norwich next week. Norwich lost yesterday, but they played very well. So we know that we have to regain our focus very quickly after today. As I said, you have to celebrate success, and this is a great success for us, beating a top-class player and an outstanding manager. So, as I said, we'll just get ready next week, work very hard on the training field, and we know we've got a tough game next week.